Hi, I'm Brian here, doing another video. That was the intro, apparently. Anyways, today we're taking a look at this Transformers Legacy United 2-pack. This is another bunch of repaints, which is going to offend someone, but, I mean, this is an exclusive pack. They're usually repaints. This is the Fractured Friendship. And this is all based on the IDW comics. I believe someone mentioned Chaos Theory. I'm sorry, I'm not particularly knowledgeable in the comics. It's just not something that I particularly focus on, but that's what they're based on. I do know the particular design of Optimus Prime it's based on at the very least, and apparently this is going to be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pack for the year. Anyways, this is the box, and I like how it's split down the middle. You could see the Orion Pax, you could even see the security office in the back there. You can see Megatron, and I like how red it is. I believe the reason why they chose this in particular is because of the Transformers 1 movie, so they kind of wanted to branch out with the Generations line and focus on the origins with Orion Pax and Megatron, or D16. So I think with the particular release of that, that's what kind of spawned this. But let's go ahead and take a look at the alt modes. So I wanted to start off by saying that the Megatron is a direct repaint of the Megatron that came with the Senator Shockwave 2-pack. So it's got the exact same design features. It even has the drill. You can see the pickaxe on the side. But it does have different markings. It is a lighter gray in the middle there. The color scheme reminds me of the very first time they actually did this, because this whole design is a remold of the Siege Megatron. So way back in 2019, we're still getting repaints of the Megatron. And I don't necessarily mind. I mean, I know some people would want the pistol Megatron, but I think we're at a time where we're just going to have to accept that Megatron is usually a tank. And you know, I like the mold in particular. I think it's fine, so I guess they didn't really have to change it. The Orion Pax here is actually a remold of the War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. And that kind of surprised me that they decided to go that route. Now, I am kind of glad that it's not the Hound repaint again. I mean, I kind of like this figure, but I felt like he was too small. I felt like the chest didn't really stand out. It just didn't necessarily work for me, but it seems to share design cues from that, or inspirations from that particular design. You could definitely see that on the front of the truck. I think for what they're doing with the remold, it actually looks really cool. I know the light blue might seem a little too bright, but I like the canopy at the top there. I like just the entire front section. It looks like an actual cab, and then the back looks like an actual trailer, how it's all set up. I also like the fact that they changed out the smokestacks with the guns at the bottom there. That's pretty cool. And he still has that giant pistol thing or rifle thing that the original War for Cybertron Optimus Prime had. And I think it comes together pretty well. As for the robot mode, I don't know how I feel about that Optimus Prime. I feel like the arms are a little too thin and spindly. And the legs, I recognize too much of that War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. But again, I like it better than the Hound repaint, because at least this is a repaint of, or remold of, an Optimus Prime. The Hound remold, I just kept thinking of Hound. It's just too obvious for me, so yeah. The Megatron, again, it's a remold of this. It has these particular markings across it with the red. I love it on the chest because it reminds me of the swirly details of the original Megatron. The dark gray and light gray don't really blend too well for me. I prefer the color scheme of this one, but I think it's fine. I also like the hammer piece that's attached to a piece of that pickaxe. You could still also build that pickaxe piece. It contains all the parts to it. You saw that in the alt mode. But then he also comes with an orange energy sword. I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing I don't like about Optimus Prime is that you could see the cavity in the back of the gun. Normally you would attach that to the arm, so you would remove that and plug it with the arm. I mean, I've done that with this, so there's a good example. But instead what they decide to do is there's a gray block in the back to where you could plug that in the hand. Now, that's cool that you could plug that in the hand, and if you want, you could swap that with the War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. But because you still have that giant cavity in the back there, it just looks off to me. The good thing is that you don't necessarily need it, and Optimus Prime still has weapons because the smokestacks plug on the arms now. so you could use those as blasters, kind of like the Transformers Armada design. Also, he still has the opening matrix of leadership. It is the same exact matrix that came with the War for Cybertron Optimus. I know some people are tired with that, but I figured, okay, you might as well throw it in. I mean, it already exists. It doesn't really hurt the design if you leave that in. But I like the design of the chest in particular. I think it stands out a little bit more than that Hound remold. And I even like how the wheels are set up with the back there. I love the new shoulders, and yeah, I think it came out pretty well. I also like the fact that in the waist, they changed out the lights from red to yellow. I think that works a little better. And the head sculpt is really good, too. I love the look of the head. It's definitely comic-inspired. I mean, the whole set is, but yeah, with that out of the way, what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV. Now that's just prime.